Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
We welcome you here to Houston High, Topper Field right behind me. It is the calm before the storm, which gets you set for our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. It is Eupora at Houston. These two teams played last year. Topper's got the best of the Eagles, but Eupora would like another crack at Houston, and they will certainly get that tonight when the two teams face off here at 7 p.m. The two teams come into this game with just 2 losses on their records total, an 8-2 combined record. Houston lost their first game of the year. They've rattled off 4 in a row. Eupora ran into that tough game against Choctaw County, but rebounded well last week against J.Z. George. Now they're back in our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week for what should be a good one. Another one of those physical type games. Houston and Eupora both play very physical in the trenches. We expect that way to be played again tonight as these two teams will face off. And what has actually, it's homecoming tonight here at Houston. Temperatures right now currently in the low 90s. As you can see, I'm starting to sweat a little bit through my shirt, but some of the students are out here in their full suits and gowns and dresses in 90-degree weather. They are the real champions and the real heroes tonight in this just nasty weather that hopefully we'll get a reprieve of later on in the weekend. Obviously, Keith Gibson will go more in-depth with that, but this is one of 22 games that we will have highlights for you this evening on the End Zone. You can find us on WCBI at 10:06. If you miss us at 10:06, not to worry, we'll be on at 11 p.m. over on the CW as well, which should be another great week of high school football. Week 6, 6A and 5A are getting into division play. This is the final week before district play for 2A, 3A, and 4A. So it's starting to get big. It's starting to get big time for high school football in the area. We will have more at 6. For now, reporting live here in Houston, Robbie Donahoe for WCBI Sports. A last look at your forecast is coming up. Good evening. Welcome to week 6 of high school football. We are here at Houston High for our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. Toppers hosting Eupora in what I'm calling the Battle of Maroons. These two teams have speed, they got talent, they got size in the trenches. Should be a fun one here at our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. These two teams have sort of taken the same paths to get here, yet some are actually somewhat different. You know, Houston started off the season with a tough one against Pontotoc. The Warriors, by the way, still undefeated. Houston lost that game. They've rattled off 4 in a row. Eupora, on the other hand, got off to a hot start, ran into a tough Choctaw County team, got back on track last week. They are 4-1 as well. So we got a couple 4-1 teams doing battle in our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week tonight. Now, these two teams played, as you know, last year. Houston roughed up the Eagles just a little bit in that game. The Toppers came into that game a little more size, a little more speed, and sort of showed it against Eupora. But tonight we expect a completely different contest. This is a completely different Eupora team than last year with a new quarterback in Edwin Herod. You got skill guys all across the field and a talented defense in the trenches that should make this a fun Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. With Houston, it's homecoming, so you're going to have all the festivities surrounding homecoming as well. Should be a great crowd, should be a fantastic atmosphere for week 6 of high school football. Other games that we want to look at Welcome into week 6 of the End Zone, live and in living color in your television sets, paired with Tom Ebel. I am Robbie Donahoe. We are presented by OCH Regional Medical Center and our great sponsors from Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and Mac South. We actually still have some games going on right now. We're not fully into division play just yet. 1A, 5A, and 6A are in division play now. 2A, 3A, and 4A working their way there. But most of these scores went the way we expected tonight, but a couple surprises here and there.
We're at the halfway point. It's time for people to start proving, are they for real or are they not? Starts off midway point, division play. That's where you get the meat and potatoes.
We're getting there. That's going to start next week for everyone in the viewing area. Tonight we got a game, a 2A, 4A game in our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. Not trying to give up everything in the playbook was either side, but still an entertaining game nonetheless.
WCBI High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
All right, I've driven many cars in my day. This may be the best. That is the Toyota Tundra 1794 edition. I would highly suggest if you need a truck, that's the truck you get from Carl Hogan Toyota. So go out and get yourself one. It was homecoming at Houston tonight. The family of Coach Ricky Allen was recognized in a really cool ceremony before the game at the coin toss. And they did him proud with his first drive. How about that throw? Uriah Shepard's like Keel Vergis. 52-yard touchdown. Toppers up 7-0. Next Houston drive. This time, Houston going to the ground game. Omario Johnson, 1 yard, punch it in. 16-0 Houston after one. Second quarter, Eupora going to the air on a fourth down. Edwin Herod, watch this catch here. His arms hit Tanner Knight. Go up and get it, young fella. Down inside the 15, drive would stall, so Eupora's got to go to the air on their next drive. And well, they did it so well the first time. Herod this time, Cameron Culpepper inside the 15, but the defense would come up big for Houston on this next play. Herod's pass tipped and picked off by that Vergis guy again with the interception. A crazy scramble. He actually loses the ball. Houston would pounce on it. Houston would go on to get the win tonight, 30-7 in our Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. But as I mentioned, both sides didn't really want to give too much up because you're about to get into division play. It was kind of a hard-nosed, rock'em sock'em kind of game. That's what you sort of expected between those two teams.
Houston was able to put up a good one tonight.
They are, yeah, 4-1 on the season. Remember, they lost that